Hi, welcome to Live Life Ravishingly. Today we'll continue our journey with Mr. Shivaram on spirituality and AI. Welcome to my show, Shivaram.
Thanks, Ravish. Glad to be here.
Thank you. So, Shivaram, you said you have opened the organization Divine AI Work, and you said you have, in pipeline to develop and also develop many applications, right? So, what are those kind of applications which you have already developed?
Okay. So, as the starting point, we started working on two initiatives, two projects. One is on Vachanas, and second is to make a person stronger from the inside. We call it as inner might. So, we have started that.
Oh, okay.
So, let me talk about Vachanas because we have released Vachanas few days back.
Right.
And we saw that many people are using it already and they are really liking it and so on.
Yeah.
So to use this app, you don't have to pay anything. You have to log in because it has a lot of AI things, so we cannot open directly. So it has to have some login. So you can go to vachanas.com. Okay, so the link can be put in your description so that people can directly go there. It's very simple, vachanas.com, and you can log in through Gmail. Right, so Google login is there, or you can put your any other email ID and you can log in.
Got it. Right.
So this application we built because many people don't know what are Vachanas, right? So that is the reason we started this, and hopefully this will help a lot of people.
Okay, sure. That's really great. Yeah. So I'm thrilled to know, and get deeper into Vachanas. Now, tell me what exactly is Vachana, and what exactly there is it a poem, or what exactly is that?
Okay. So Vachanas are basically the composition which was done by a lot of people. Okay, during the 12th century in Karnataka. There was a huge revolution.
Okay.
That revolution was mainly driven by few people and then it spread to others. So Basavanna, you must have heard.
Yeah.
And Allama Prabhu and things like that.
So Akka
Mahadevi and so on. So these are highly spiritual people. They basically what they did was during that time, during 12th century, especially in Karnataka, the scriptures were not accessible to everyone. Like today you have English versions or any language, you name the language, you will have Bhagavad Gita in that language, translations, explanation and so on. But in those days you didn't have that. It was mainly in Sanskrit and people were not able to understand it. Normal people, the common people. So what these people did was they created simple phrases, like the simple poems, 1 line, 2 line, 5 line, 10 line kind of thing, where a simple thing can be remembered. It was in Kannada and it had deep spiritual meaning. Okay, simple things will be there, like don't do this, do this, don't give more importance to your body, and things like that, right? So I'm just giving you one example, two examples, but there are thousands and thousands of such vachanas created. There are actually more than 20,000 actual vachanas created by more than 200 people. Okay, so all of this is not probably documented. Maybe they were even in lakhs.
Correct.
Okay, what is now retained is something more like 25,000 vachanas are there, from around 230 to 250 Vachanakaras. These are the people who wrote the Vachanas.
Okay.
These were highly spiritual people. They dedicated their life for this, and they wrote things so that common people can understand.
Great.
Okay. So there is deep spiritual knowledge in them, so which can help today's people basically.
So 25,000 Vachanas from 12th century. It's incredible collection, and as you said, many might have gone lost as well. Right. So how have you used AI to make sure our users, the current users, start learning Vachanas or use Vachanas?
So if you can understand, like there are 25,000, it is not that easy to process them, understand them, bring them to English. So many people have already worked on it for decades. Many institutions have done that and they have done huge progress and so on. So what we did from our group, in the Divine AI work group, is we collected all of these vachanas in Kannada first. We went to the internet and we collected wherever it's available. We collected in the Kannada version, so that Kannada versions don't have copyright issues. So they were written in 12th century. So we collected all of that, and then we basically used AI for translating it into English.
Uh-huh.
So now AI translation, what we saw was it was pretty good because we didn't translate it directly. We did certain processing and stuff so that the translation becomes easy and more accurate. And we found that it is quite accurate. I would say 80-90% accurate. Right?
Great, that's good number.
And for rest of the things, what we have done is we have made it such that users, wherever the accuracy is low, users can pick it up, flag it, and we basically take those things and we will use humans to, like, experts to translate it. Because or else it is impossible to translate, like it's not impossible, it is impractical to translate 25,000 vachanas, right?
Correct.
So this is what we did. We collected, we didn't just translate it in English, we also got their explanation in English out of the translation, and also the relevance for today's world.
Got it.
So all of that was done on a massive data set. Yeah, this is what was used.
Great, that's really fantastic. Now, how did you build it actually?
Okay, so the building process is a large process. First, we collected all the vachanas. That itself took huge amount of time because there is not like one place where you can get everything. So there it can be present in various places. So
Correct.
we have to collect it. So that took considerable amount of time. Second is we then had to translate all of that. As I told, it is in Kannada. Now you have to bring it in English, and then we have to bring it in other languages and so on. First in English, and then understanding it, explanation and relevance we need to bring to make it useful, because many of these vachanas are in Hale Kannada.
Yes.
That is old Kannada.
Right.
Just because we translate in English doesn't mean people can understand it. Even then it is difficult to understand. So you have to create the explanation for it using AI, and then relevance also, because you may not know why is it useful for you. Okay, so because they are highly cryptic as well, some of them. So we need to do that. So that's first step. Then first step is to get all of them. Second step is to translate and other things. Third step, we are using a retrieval augmented generation for this, RAG.
Yeah.
So we had to take all of this data and we had to transform them into embeddings and in an effective way, so that all of this can be accessed when you ask a question. Okay?
Got it.
So imagine you are asking a question. Okay, you are asking, how can I lead a life with no health problems? You are asking something like that. Now that question is converted into embeddings.
Oh, okay.
It's a set of numbers basically, and then you compare it with all this 20. Like actually, the actual number is like close to 23,000. So 23,000 vachanas you compare, and you find the best ones out of the collection, which are very close to what you are asking. Okay, so maybe someone has mentioned about some disease and how they came out of it, and or like how to live without a disease and so on. In some vachana, it will pick those things.
Got it.
So once you pick all of that, you go to a large language model and provide that information as an additional context.
Got it.
To figure out what is the right answer. Okay, and you do that and bring the answer back into your application.
Got it.
Okay.
Got it.
So all of this we do and bring the answer back into the application, and whatever question you asked, now there is a relevant answer, and it is also telling from which vachanas it took.
Wow.
So you know from which vachana it took. You know the context it used to generate the insights. It generates the insights for you for that question. It generates the answer for you along with the vachanas it used in the process. Okay, it does that. It also for every vachana we have created a way where you can personalize it. Personalize in the sense you can like it. It goes into your library. You can say these are all the vachanas in my library. I can go and read back these
playlist
vachanas.
kind of.
It's like a playlist, yeah. And then we also have an option to read out these things. So if you play, you can
fantastic.
Read the things in English. You can listen to it instead of you reading it.
Audiobook kind of.
It's like an audio. You can play it and it will read the vachana for you. So that is there. And you can also copy paste and share it with others and things like that. We also have a flag option where you can flag it saying there is some problem in it, so that you can highlight it to us and we will go and fix that particular vachana for you.
Got it.
Right? So all of these options are there, and for every vachana, as I told you, it will give you the English version, the original Kannada version, It provides you the relevance in today's word and the explanation in English. So this is all in English.
Fantastic.
The reason why we have made it is in English is we want the word to spread, the powerful knowledge of Vachanas to spread.
Great.
Okay.
Great.
So we have plans for doing this same thing for Bhagavad Gita and
Wow.
various other scriptures, powerful scriptures. Those things will be coming up very soon.
Fantastic.
We are working on collecting important information. So one of the key things here is in Vachanas we couldn't get the right translation. Like, we got the right translation, but it's from AI, so it need not be perfect, right? But in the case of Bhagavad Gita and other things, we want the perfect thing, because it's not too much. Like, compare the number of verses are manageable. So we are doing that. So this is where we can provide insightful information to people in a very easy way, and it is very easy to go visit, log in and use it. You can personalize it and so on.
All right, sure. It's very thrilling. You explain me so much in theory. Why don't you explain us in a demo so that we'll see live, and our users will be happy to see it live, and we can get a hands-on experience.
Okay, sure. Let's jump into the demo.
Thank you.
Okay, so here you can see the website, Ravish.
Okay.
If you see here, we have created a website where a person can go. This is our vachanas.com. You can go here and you can see what all you can do with it.
Okay? Got it.
So it gives basic information about what we are, who we are, and so on. And then it gives you options to ask a question and learn more about Vachanas. Okay. So this is for people who don't know Vachanas, right? So that is the reason. So if you want to understand it, if you can go in depth and at least know what it is, who are the people who wrote it, and so on. So we have taken like 5 people who are most prominent in this area, and we have given short descriptions. If you want to have deep description, like deep understanding, you can go on internet and read about it. But this gives you a starting point, okay, where you can start from.
Got it.
So in the home screen, you also have things like what you can do with this application. You can ask questions, you can tell a life situation for which you can get guidance, and you can save your wisdom. Okay. And here we also have a most cherished wisdom.
Okay.
So what this is this is a place where if any two people like a single Vachana, then it gets popped up here.
Wow, this is a fantastic feature. Yeah, great.
So you can see if there are multiple people liking a particular thing, it comes here. It gets highlighted here.
Got it.
The top ones, the top count ones comes here.
Yeah, top talkers.
Yeah. So to actually use the application, like let's say if I ask a question, it will ask you to log in.
Okay.
Because this is needed for us, because there's a lot of AI being used.
Absolutely.
And we don't want people to flood it.
Got it.
So at least some login will help you in protection, right?
Got it.
So the best way to log in is using the Google thing. So continue with Google, and it will use my Google login to log in into the application.
Yeah.
Now if you see, you have more options here. Questions, life situations, explore Vachanas, saved wisdom. All of these things were earlier not visible. Now they are visible.
Correct.
Because you have logged in. And you can also see that these are things which I have liked.
Correct.
So that these options are also become active and so on.
Fantastic.
So now let us see how you can ask a question. Okay. So let me click a question. Here there are some sample questions. Okay. You can use either this, but actually you should be typing a particular question you want to ask. So let us say we'll use the same question what I spoke about. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So how to lead a disease-free healthy life? Let's ask.
Seek wisdom.
Okay. So now what it is doing is it is doing a lot of processing in the back end. It is taking this question, converting it into numerical understanding, and then going and searching in the huge in the huge data set of Vachanas, picking the Vachanas which are relevant, going to the large language model and getting the right answers and giving it here.
I was also happy with the tab Seek Wisdom. That's really fantastic.
Yeah. So if you see here, it has picked few Vachanas here. These are the Vachanas it has used to generate this key insights.
Okay.
So we have also mentioned here this is AI generated, so you should know that it's AI generated.
Got it.
Okay, it's not from a guru, it is AI generated. Okay,
Got it.
Key insights. So let me read this.
Yeah.
Leading a disease-free life, healthy life involves disciplined adherence to a proper regime that includes renouncing harmful habits and following wise guidance, as physical healing parallels spiritual healing through purity and discipline. While, see, I'll just highlight this as well so that you know. Okay. While medicines address bodily ailments, true and lasting health arises from divine grace and inner transformation beyond mere physical means. Okay, avoiding indulgence is in base desires and bodily whims is essential, as unchecked cravings
Yeah.
and attachments undermine both physical and mental well-being.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is super appropriate thing. Like, you know, it talks about today's world. We just indulge in ourselves, right? You know,
So basically, it explains in a generalized way how to be systematic, how to be disciplined. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And here are the vachanas which are talking about it. Okay. And you can actually read their explanation. You can see in Kannada it is there, and then explanation is in English, and then relevance in today's world.
Got it.
Okay.
Got it.
See here, ultimate healing and liberation from deep existential
Existential
suffering depends on surrendering to the divine, and so on. So you can see all of this, and you can actually, as I said, you can, if you want, you can make
Like
it your favorite.
Yeah.
If you have any issues, you can click on it and you can report the issue. Okay. And you can actually play the audio, the English translation and other things.
Oh, okay.
So if you play it, it generates the audio in real time and it plays it for you.
Got
Okay.
it. Got it.
So all of this is there. So this is the power of AI.
Got it.
So AI, huge amount of AI is being used in the back end to do this, right? We are using the power of large language models here.
Okay.
So if you want to ask another question, you can start with another question. Okay, you can clear the results and you can use these as well, or whatever, right? So you can go to the life situation part. In life situations, it's similar question, but it is like, you know, you can simply say 2-3 words and it takes from there.
Got it.
And
Basically, keywords.
Yeah. Okay. So it behaves very similar to the questions part. Very specific to life situations you can ask. So there are some personal, like, you know, some sample questions here, like, you know, sample
Family conflict, friendship betrayal. Yeah, good examples.
Yeah. So facing criticism, let's say, and then it quickly tries to find things which are specific to this. Okay. And it generates the vachanas, gets you the vachanas as
nice.
well. So,
Yeah.
So it's very similar to questions, but for a different thing.
I can relate to that first one. Yeah, very well explained. The one which says building a house on top of a hill. That's very much related to this criticism. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. Don't be afraid of wild animals if you build it in a forest. All those things it explains. Yeah.
Correct. Right.
Right.
Exactly. So now we also have explore vachanas. So when you say explore vachanas, here you have access to all the vachanas. So I told you, right, close to
22,000 plus. Yeah.
Yeah. So here we have an option to pick the author, and there are huge number of Vachanakaras, huge number of Vachanakaras. So everyone's favorite, let's go to Basavanna. So if you go to a particular Vachanakara, you can see their vachanas only.
Got it.
Right.
Got
so
it.
here 1004
Okay.
So so this is how it is, and you can go to the next one and next one and next one, and you can keep loading and you can read them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, I could observe it is perfect as well. Whatever question you are asking, it's pulling out right information. That I could observe.
That is because of, so if you had asked 5 years back, or not, okay, maybe let's be the little bit this thing, 8 years back, if you had asked this, it would have been almost impossible to do this, right?
Got it.
So now, because of the power of large language models, we are able to do it, and so on. So in the saved wisdom, you can see all your saved vachanas,
interactions.
Right?
Yeah, got it.
So this is how it is. It also has a dark theme,
okay.
dark mode. We can use it in dark mode, right? Like,
people love to use dark mode in this modern world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So very nice application, simple application. Okay. So that you can use the vachanas.
Thank you for this demo. It's really fantastic. It's time to start using it.
Thank
you. So Shivaram, thanks for this wonderful demo. It was really great. and people will definitely make use of it, and it's good. Now, I have one question, Shivaram.
Yeah.
How can we contribute to this initiative?
Okay. So one of the things we would like is people to try out Vachanas, use it in their daily life, and give your feedback. Feedback is very important. Like especially if some Vachana, if you think it's not translated properly, or if it's the explanation is not proper, or the answers are not proper, those kind of issues, if you point us out, we can actually fine tune AI in a much better way to make it more useful for others. So that is one kind of contribution. Second is you can actually suggest us more ideas. Like actually the audio option was suggested by Ravish. I showed the demo before and he was like, let's have an audio where we can play and other things. And then we also have a need for people who can tell us, okay, so this is not proper, this is proper. Like when I'm using the app, I found this issue and so on. So those feedbacks help us in making the things perfect. If you also have ideas as to, okay, what if you can build some other app like this, which can do like this, like, if you can explain us in a very systematic way, we can add it to our pipeline. We already have a pipeline of applications building. A lot of people have suggested many wonderful ideas, and I also have a lot of ideas, and we have created a pipeline and we are working on them. We want to bring deep spiritual knowledge in a way it is easy to access and follow. We want to bring information in your hand, and instead of people binge watching things like YouTube shorts or Facebook related things, why don't you spend it on spirituality?
Absolutely.
Go deeper and deeper, and then it will take you to meditation, it will take you to
inner peace,
worship, devotion, and so on. That way we can use technology to avoid technology.
Fantastic. Yeah. That's really amazing, Shivaram, and I'm really thrilled to speak more about these things in future videos. As of now, thanks for joining my show.
Thank you.
Stay tuned, guys.
Stay tuned.